It's confirmed. Harry is going to the king's coronation while Meghan snubs the crown. That's right. No public apology, no balcony spotlight, no birthday song, no Netflix cameras. None of their demands were met. The D-list has been, never was, is staying home. Plus new revelations from Robert Jobson's groundbreaking book. And I have a question for you. Do you think that Meghan is going to pull a fast one and try to overshadow the coronation? Because it really doesn't matter at this point. After she gave the middle finger to the monarchy, her time with the royal family is done. She's at the end of the road, and there's no turning back. Welcome, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. Wow, what a week. You know, it used to be you couldn't avoid Walmart Wallace unless you turned off the television, and then went into hibernation. If she wasn't monopolizing your Netflix account or your podcast recommendations, she was giving an interview to one of her U.S. media disciples, writing a children's book, or collecting another humanitarian award. Even when Prince Harry was plugging solo projects such as his mental health documentary on Apple TV, the Duchess could not resist popping her head into a camera shot for another cameo appearance.
Me!
Anyone?
Oh, pick me! Oh, I know, me!
Okay, fine.
My, how times have changed. Now it's Prince Hairplugs minus the harpy at the coronation. But that's not courage, see? That is cowardice. And don't let anyone convince you otherwise. If the prince of a California chicken coop had stuck to his beliefs, the same ones that he paraded on Oprah and Netflix and in his book Spare, he would have missed his father's historic day the same way last year he missed his son's birthday while playing polo all day long. Instead, you have a half-wit doing the very bare minimum requirements as a counselor of a state. Those are the 4 senior royals above the age of 21 in the line of succession after the king's spouse. And don't let Harry fool you that he's going to the UK out of some duty. He's doing it to hold on to his royal credit cards. I mean titles. Meghan Markle is playing it safe by not attending King Charles' coronation with Prince Harry. Those headlines are complete BS. You and I both know the truth. Meghan Markle can shed her crocodile tears on cue with the best of them, but her hide isn't thick enough to hear the boos, nor take responsibility for any of her actions. So what does she do? She feeds her husband to the wolves while she leaks to the press how she's dedicating all her time being mommy dearest.
You deliberately embarrassed me in front of a reporter!
Parenting is part of the reason the Duchess decided not to come to the coronation, friends have said, as it falls on the same day as Prince Archie's 4th birthday. After initially saying the date clash would be a factor in any decision, but not the defining factor, sources close to the Duchess are now suggesting it was the main reason for her non-attendance. So what the statement is actually saying is that she knew a month ago she wasn't coming because she threw a temper tantrum when she found out the crown wasn't going to give her what she wanted. That's it. This has nothing to do with a birthday party because no 4-year-old cares about the day. Their only concern is cake, ice cream, and a gift. So this is mercenary Meg's drawing this out in order to punish the palace solely, then so she can get her pound of flesh from the king and queen by stressing them out. She wants to manipulate the press in order to blast her name every day in the news. And boy, have you seen some of the headlines and the spin that she's come up with? Why Meghan Markle isn't attending King Charles III's coronation with Prince Harry. She's a mom. The Duke and Duchess have always insisted they would put their children first, something Prince Harry has repeatedly accused the royal family of failing to do. I got to stop after the last one because I'm like, am I reading the Telegraph or am I reading the Babylon Bee? Meghan Markle putting someone first before herself? I don't care if it's her children. She would never do that. At least she hasn't shown any proof of that in the last few years. But let's recap for some people who aren't aware of some of the details. See, deranged Duchess, when she didn't get what she wanted from the monarchy, she attacked him. And then she immediately branded everyone in the UK, the Commonwealth, and all its citizens as bigots trying to tear the country in half. When that didn't work, she accepted the Kennedy Ripple of Hope Award that states her children's great-great-grandmother, late Queen Elizabeth II, their great-great-grandfather, Prince Philip, their grandfather, King Charles, their uncle and aunt, Prince William, and Princess Catherine, and the rest of the family are all racist. Now, she calls that motherly love. God help us from her mommy dearest affections. But to top it all off, she told Oprah that her life in the royal family was so miserable she wanted to harm herself.
What?
But I'll be damned if Princess Pinocchio did not skip a beat to ensure her children had their titles. because if she really loved them, she would have followed in Princess Anne's footsteps, who said, I want them to have a normal life, and she didn't give her own kids titles. Meghan Markle has been announced among the honorees for the 2023 Women of Vision Awards to be held May 16th at the Ziegfeld Ballroom in New York City. So let me get this straight. The Meghans are going to fly to New York City for a 3 to 4 day trip without their kids. They're going to leave the little ones at home back at the Montecito Madhouse with strangers, while mommy is in the Big Apple getting an award from strangers she knows absolutely nothing about, so she can butter them up so she can eventually get access to that members club only for elites. I think we're on the right track so far. Yet she loved her children so much that she refused to send them to the UK so they could spend a little time getting to know their royal relations. And people are telling me she wants to put her kids first. I never will believe it. You know, in Texas, we have a saying, there must be a pony around with so much manure.
I hate manure.
But I say, let the Meghans stew in their stink for a few seconds, because there's a lot of great news that's come out this week. And if you don't want to miss any of it, stay and watch till the end of the video. Now I invite you, take a second, just a moment, push the subscribe button, share with everybody you know, and leave your thoughts and questions in the comments down below. Add your voice to the conversation. You know, we're about to grow to 100,000 subscribers. You can say, George, what do I care about that? How does that impact my life? The bigger we grow, the more impact we have on the world, the more we can share the facts and open people's eyes.
But I subscribe to George,
The giant slayer?
Do it!
Do it. Do it.
Now, the phenomenal news all rests on Princess Catherine. We owe her a debt because she made sure that the Montecito Minion wasn't showing up.
I think that we must all be grateful that Kate, in the end, I think, prevented Meghan coming and said she wouldn't have her there under any circumstances. And if she did come, she had to sit at the back.
Way to go, Princess Kate. You stood tall and proud for your family. That's the way it's done. And you know, at the end of the day, after it's all said and done, the Meghans actually owe a favor to her. That's if you believe everything they're peddling to the papers. A royal source says the Sussexes felt it would be inauthentic for Meghan Markle to attend the coronation. Like I said, the hater and the hustler owe her one, but they've been so busy poll testing their press releases, trying to make sure they're going to gain sympathy in the public's eyes, that they've gotten tangled in their own web. Maybe they could ask Deepak Chopra for some advice. Meghan's spiritual guru says the Sussexes are struggling amid their rift with the royals, but he has told them to stay silent about the fallout, because reacting will just aggravate the situation. I swear there's got to be something in the water in California. Maybe it's in the air, because every single Hollywood wannabe ends up collecting an entourage of gurus. Meghan's no different. Maybe this time she can meditate herself into a good mood after she reads Robert Jobson's new groundbreaking book, Our King Charles III, The Man and Monarch Revealed. Prince Harry made demands just hours before the Queen's death, which shocked royals. The Queen advised Meghan to spend time with Sophie, Countess of Wessex, now the Duchess of Edinburgh, for support, to which she replied, I've got Harry. The Queen was surprised by her behavior. Queen checked Sandringham Summit meeting room for bugs. Jobson writes, what concerned both Charles and his eldest son was Harry's total lack of discretion. Neither felt they could fully trust him again, and they decided not to meet him alone in the future. The Queen was tired after listening to the Sussexes blasting the monarchy. Explosive row on money led to Harry swearing at King Charles. Staff joked Harry was Meghan's hostage. This isn't even scratching the surface, but I'm going to continue reading the book and bringing you all the facts. Now, we're surrounded by a lot of good news this week, but I want you not to be surprised if the merchandising Meghans try to pull a fast one and try to overshadow the coronation. Take, for example, the TIG. It was founded on May 5th of 2014. So be on the lookout for TIG 2.0 to relaunch and celebrate its 9-year anniversary the day before the historic coronation. And if that doesn't happen, my suspicions are that Mrs. Has-Been Never Was is laying in wait, preparing for another interview where she's going to play the race card and reveal the real reasons why she didn't attend. Just be prepared. Now, I want to highlight one more time Robert Jobson. Congratulations to the author, because he not only highlighted the Montecito Meghans, but he contrasted their character with that of the nobility of late Queen Elizabeth II.
So she got to the cusp of that balcony where out came the trusty stick and off she went, unaided, to wave and give that what happened to be the final salute. Now, I've got a few Republicans out there saying, well, what was heroic about that? That's heroic, in my opinion.
I saved the best for last. The greatest news of the year, that's if Meghan doesn't pull a fast one and she shows up at the final moment into the UK. She will never be in any of the coronation images. Period. End of statement for the rest of her life. That is something to celebrate. So remember that we never bow down, we never bend the knee. Always forward.